Here are some impossible riddles to test your survival skills. The police arrived on call to the bank. Oh snap. That has been robbed today. The bank was robbed. This is bad. He was wearing a mask, so I didn't see his face. Okay, interesting. But he left dirty footprints on the floor. Okay, look at those shoes. Interesting. It's strange. It's dry and sunny today. There must be fake footprints. Unfortunately, the marks are indistinct. Okay, what is this police getting to? Later, the police identified 3 suspects: Adam, Jack, and Nick. All right. I was sleeping at home after work. Right, Adam? All right. I was cleaning my house, says Jack. Interesting. I was at home watching TV, says Nick. Wait, I have no idea who did it. What? Oh, which of them is the robber? It cannot be Adam. He lives right next to the bank. There is no dirt over here. Could be Nick. He could walk across the lake to the bank. Could be Jack. He could have gone through the woods to the bank. I'm gonna vote for Jack, who went through the forest into the bank and got his feet all dirty. Okay, he must have walked there. That's just an idea, just a suggestion. Jack could have left the muddy footprints. Whoa, I think we got it. Because he had to go through the park. Yes, arrest that guy. Arrest him right now. 3 friends witnessed a robbery. Yep, they just witnessed one. It's crazy. They're all in shock. They heard the sound of breaking glass. Okay, remember this. Glass broke. All right. And noticed a suspicious person near the jewelry store. A suspicious person near the jewelry store. All right, so he broke the glass and then heard him. Come on, guys, surrounding. No, you don't want to surround him. This is crazy. Just call the police. You can check my pockets, but you won't find anything. What? He just broke the glass. He just didn't put anything in his pockets, of course. So they check his pockets. Nothing. He didn't steal anything yet. Not yet, at least. But wait, I know where it is. Wait, where is it? It's still in the jewelry store. Where did he hide the jewelry? Still in the jewelry store, right? Or in his light, or in his flashlight, which just disappeared. He could have put it in there. Hey, I just gotta say, yeah, the odds are in the flashlight. Of course, that's where he put the jewelry. It's small. It's easy to hide. I'm a good thief. A terrorist took over a plane, guys. This is bad. We need to save everyone over here. Oh boy, he demanded money and 2 parachutes. All right, so he got 1 for himself and 1 for what? Maybe having received them, he jumped out over a desert, but used only 1 parachute. So he only used 1, even with the money? Why did he need the second one? Well, first of all, it's possible that one of them failed and he wasn't sure about it. Second of all, he might be up to something later. Like, he might use it as just a straight up like distraction to pretend that that's the way he went with the parachute. I have no idea who would fall for that, to be honest. So probably a backup, but who knows? What is the solution? Were we right? To make the police think he would jump with a hostage. Oh, so they wouldn't damage his parachute. How are they gonna damage his parachute anyways? He's jumping from an airplane. Which door is safe? Oh boy, we have a killer. You don't wanna go in there. A lion hasn't eaten in 3 years and a massive fire. So the killer is gonna kill you immediately. The massive fire is gonna burn you immediately. The lion that hasn't eaten in 3 years, he's probably dead. I mean, if you don't eat for 3 years, you're not gonna be alive. And it doesn't matter if you're a lion or not. You're not gonna make it out alive. So I'm gonna have to go with the middle door because the lion, yep, the killer, he's there. He would kill you. What about the next one? Oh, the fire, yeah, it would burn you. But what about the lion? The lion, yeah, no, he's dead. He's not supposed to be alive over there. He's dead as he didn't eat for 3 years, of course. A couple has just had a meal. Oh, they just had a meal. This is so intense. I can't. They had a meal that was delicious. Anna offered her husband an apple, but he refused. Okay, he knows. He knows she poisoned the apple. She cut the apple into two, so both ate half of it. Interesting. Okay. As soon as he ate it, he died. She must have put poison on one of the sides, or the wine was the antidote. How did she survive? I think the wine was the antidote, or she only put poison on one of the sides. Now, and then she took the risk. Just one of those two. I don't know, what do you think? Let's see what the answer is. The poison was on one edge of the knife. When she cut the apple, only half of it was poisoned. That's insane. Okay, I did not know that. I did not know the knife was poisoned. That's evil. An old man lived alone in the suburbs. Oh, this has already got it. This has got to go sad real quick. My man, this is my grandpa, okay? It was Friday when the mailman was passing by. The mailman passed by and, he just looked through the window and, oh boy, did he see something. He looked into the window and saw him in a pool of blood. No, the old man, did he trip? Was he murdered? The policeman found Tuesday's newspaper, 2 bottles of warm milk and 1 bottle of cold milk. Interesting. Warm milk, cold. The killer was arrested the next day. Who was it? So they found Tuesday's newspaper. The mailman was passing by on Friday, which means that the mailman missed a few days. It was probably the mailman. It has to be the mailman. He skipped a few days of newspapers, that should get you arrested. Answer, the mailman. Boom! He knew that the old man wouldn't need a newspaper on Wednesday or Thursday. Mailman, you're so evil! You tried playing it off. What did he ever do to you? Nothing! Mr. Smith's wife was missing. The detective came to investigate the case. Right, we see warm pancakes, warm everything. Mr. Smith, when I saw her last time, she was having breakfast. As you can see right over there. But the breakfast is still warm. What do you mean? I got home at 5 p.m. The breakfast was still on the table, but she was gone. The breakfast is still warm. He is lying. He has to be lying. The detective arrested Mr. Smith. Why? Because the coffee is still warm. The coffee is still warm. The pancakes are still warm. He has to be lying. He either made the breakfast like just now, or it's not even breakfast, it's lunch, and he just saw her. If she made the food, then he must have been there because it's warm. That means that it was 30 minutes ago. How long does food stay warm, 30 minutes max. It's already gotta be really cold. It's not gonna be steaming hot. That's why he kidnapped his wife. Answer, the breakfast was still hot. Oh yes. Mr. Smith set up the scene before calling the police. I told you, he either set it up or he just kidnapped her. Mr. James was found dead in his room. Oh no, he's dead. He dead. It had no window and the door was locked. How was he killed? The only 4 people who had the key were questioned. All right, so one of the 4 people went in, murdered him, came out, locked it. Sophia, the maid. I came to wake up Mr. James. Okay, when I saw him dead, I screamed. Okay, so she was the one who found him. John the butler. Okay, when I heard the scream, I ran to the room. Okay, so he was second. Turned on the light and saw Mr. James with a knife in his neck. Wait, what? You kidding me? Sarah, the governess. I rushed up along John. Okay, so when she heard the scream. When he turned on the light, the room was all bloody. Okay, so far still seems legit. Jack the cook. I was prepping breakfast and didn't see anything. But it must have been his knife. Who did it? I think it was Jack the chef. It was his knife that was sticking out. It seems that, or Sophia the maid? No, I think it's Jack, but I'm really not so sure about this one. I don't want to accuse a man like that, but maybe someone took Jack's knife and murdered him. Or there wasn't a knife in the first place and it was John accusing Jack of being the murderer. Who did it and why? It was Sophia! If the room was dark, she couldn't see Mr. James dead. Oh, because there was no window! Unless she already knew it. Oh boy, she played us hard, Sophia. If you enjoyed this riddle video and would like to see another riddle video, then click on the screen right now and check out this amazing riddle video with Aziland.